How's it going, everyone? And I gave PlayStation Plus a bit of credit in July. I thought the catalog update was pretty good, and it still is. The July catalog update generally was pretty good. However, in the month of August, we are going to have a massacre as far as notable titles leaving the service. A lot of major games will be leaving the service, 13 games in totality, and let's be honest, I've been covering the PlayStation Plus Extra monthly catalog updates for years at this point, and I'm gonna find it hard to believe that the catalog update in August is gonna be as good as the games leaving the service. Who knows, maybe they'll drop a banger, but we've got some major titles leaving the service, 2 really big games, and then a couple of other games that I would say are notable, and then 13 games in total are leaving the service. I would say that is a pretty sizable departure as far as any PlayStation Plus game catalog, amount of titles leaving the service, but we'll go over that. Also, I do want to highlight a free update that'll be coming for a game. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, and it's an update that I think will make a lot of people actually want to check out the game. We'll talk that at the end of this video. Certainly not pay, $70 for it, but once it's on sale for 15, 20 bucks, I think it could be a pretty good pickup at that price point. But first of all, 13 PS4 and PS5 games will be leaving PlayStation Plus Extra in August. That includes EA Sports UFC 5, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. That is a major departure there. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Again, another very notable departure. Wild Hearts, which I would say is a fairly notable departure. Ride 5, Sword Art Online, Last Recollection, Naruto Naboruto, Shinobi Striker, Sword Art Online, Alicization Licorice, Sword Art Online, Fatal Bullet, Sword Art Online, Hollow Realization, Sword Art Online, Lost Song. So, SAO fans, that's gonna be absolutely cooked, and Vacation Simulator and Bugsnax are going to be leaving the service as well. So when we look at the August catalog update, you guys, remember that a lot of games will be leaving the service in August as well. And I don't know about you guys, but knowing that PlayStation probably paid a little bit to get Cyberpunk into the service this month, they might be looking at it, we gave you guys Cyberpunk, alright? In August, you'll get Sword at the Sea. I believe that's what the game is called. That'll be a day one game, and that game does look pretty cool. I'm excited about that game, but you'll get that, and then it's gonna be slim pickings from there, but we'll see. We've seen PlayStation Plus have good months, and then we've seen them followed up with terrible months, but this is one of the bigger amount of games getting pulled from the service. Recently, we had 6 games getting pulled from the service, but you had Dying Light 2 getting pulled, which was a notable game. Here, I would say Star Wars Jedi Survivor and Witcher 3, those are 2 major marquee games leaving the service. EA Sports UFC 5 still goes for $25 to $30 on sale. Maybe at least $20 on sale. $20 to $30 on sale. From a value standpoint, that is a major game getting pulled, and I would say Wild Hearts is notable as well, even though, I don't know how many people are going ahead and checking out Wild Hearts, but nonetheless, it's a notable game. And then everything else, yeah, it's secondary, but as we've said, with PlayStation Plus, generally speaking, it is you get 1 or 2 marquee games. At best, you get 2 marquee games, and then it is a lot of secondary, tertiary games rounding out the lineup. Here in the month of August, you are going to have 2 major big games getting pulled from the service. Then you have EA Sports UFC 5, which, mileage may vary on how you quantify that, but I would say that's a notable game getting pulled given the value. And then at the very least, you've got a lot of secondary and tertiary games getting pulled, and generally speaking, the PlayStation Plus catalog updates recently have not been 13 games. More often than not, they've been 6 games, 7 games, 8 games, around that range. 13 games. Some months, that's double the amount of games that are actually getting added to the service. Go back to April of 2025, and I actually want to pull that month up for you guys because I just remember. Actually, let's look at the July catalog update, and I feel like that would be, this is just coming off the heels. They are celebrating their 15th anniversary, but yeah, had Cyberpunk 2077, Abiotic Factor, Banisher's Ghost of New Eden, which was a good one, Bluey the video game, Planet Zoo, Risk of Rain 2, Tropico 6, New World Eternum. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in total getting added to the service. Here, you've got 13 games leaving the service in August, and I would say Jedi Survivor and Witcher 3 are banner marquee games. In the case of July, which again, July I thought was better than most months. You only had one banner marquee game in Cyberpunk 2077. Banishers I would put in the secondary category, even though, you know, that goes for a pretty penny, but as does UFC 5, and then you had a lot of tertiary smaller games getting added. I mean, I would say the value of the games that are going to get pulled in August outweigh the value of the games getting added in July, and July was, I thought, a fairly good month with Cyberpunk getting added, and again, a bunch of secondary and tertiary games. With August, we know we're gonna get Sword at Sea, which is a nice day one title, but what is it gonna be on top of that? That's gonna be very interesting to assess given the level of games that are leaving the service in August. So when you look at the August catalog update, just keep in mind we are getting a lot of games leaving the service as well, so weigh it appropriately. All right, lastly, I do want to note Avatar Frontiers of Pandora getting a notable free update, the third-person update, a free update that'll be dropping on December the 5th. So kind of interesting that they're outlining that this update will be coming out in 5 months. Usually you don't get the announcement of an update to come out 5 months from now, 4.5 months. But it is adding a third-person mode. In third-person mode, players can experience Pandora from a new perspective at the push of a button, whether exploring the western frontier, fighting the RDA, or simply taking in the views. Third-person mode brings a new sense of scale, freedom, and immersion. The development team has reworked animations, controls, audio, and camera systems to ensure the experience feels seamless and intuitive. New Game Plus offers a fresh challenge for seasoned players looking to dive deeper into the world of Pandora. Players can replay the story of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora while keeping their inventory skills, facing tougher enemies, and unlocking a brand new skill tree and more powerful gear. This new update follows Avatar Frontiers of Pandora's post-launch content, including 2 story packs which are unavailable in New Game Plus. That should be noted. The Skybreaker, where players join the Great Navi games and witness the Zakru migration, and Secrets of the Spires, introducing a stunning mountainous region designed to elevate the thrill of Banshee fights. Since launch, there have been a plethora of quality of life updates, including a revamped Hunter's Guide, smoother 40 frames per second mode, and rebalanced combat. I didn't love Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, but I did think soundtrack was incredible, and the visuals are phenomenal in the game. I'm not a big Avatar guy, so, you know, maybe from that standpoint, the game wasn't going to be as so up my alley, but I think with the third-person mode, a lot of people will actually be interested in checking it out. Not spending $60, $70, but if this is a game that's on sale for 20 bucks, gets added to PlayStation Plus Extra, I think it would be a game that people would be wanting to check out, especially with this third-person update. So we'll see on that. It will be out on December the 5th. Totally free update on that. But that is going to do it for me. Again, 13 games will be getting pulled from PlayStation Plus Extra. That's a pretty sizable removal from the service, so it is what it is. Hopefully August will be pretty decent. And Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, a free update on that will be dropping on December the 5th. That actually will make the game worthwhile to go back and play with the third-person mode, New Game Plus. That's pretty cool to see that. Wasn't crazy about the game, but I think with that update, people might want to check it out at a discount. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.